Howdy, howdy, Green Team. Nice to be hanging out with you again today. And I'm so excited because I'm here with Malika Yates, and we are going to be talking about all kinds of things, including the cooking demo that's going to be happening tonight, 6:30 p.m. Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Hi, Malika.
Hi, Joan. Hola, ni hao ma, ciao. Hello, everyone.
So nice to be hanging out with you. It's so funny too, isn't it? Like I feel like we've hung out so much we've never actually seen each other in person. But who cares? I guess it's just not a thing that we have to do anymore. So
True.
that's pretty cool. What we wanted to do during this podcast was I'll give you a quick intro. I'm going to bring Malika back on in a second. I wanted to give you a quick intro of our Summer Arts Fundraiser series. And we're so excited about this because Green Team Academy, we just got our nonprofit status 1 week ago. And so we're scrambling, trying to figure out what all is next. But we're really excited because this positions us to have a bigger impact going forward. So we're doing the Summer Arts Fundraiser series. So every Tuesday, in the mornings on the podcast, I'll be hopping in and letting you know what's coming up. And we'll also be talking about a challenger from either the 2020 or 21 challenge to let you know what all that is about. And then at either 6:30 p.m. Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll have our arts thing going. And we do have our fundraiser happening where if you donate this week, then you'll be entered for our weekly prize drawing, which this week is 4 tickets to our Wild and Scenic virtual film festival, and that's a value of $100. So if you donate even $5 or anything, it really helps. And we are sharing the proceeds between Green Team Academy and as well as Malika's nonprofit, which is the Global Ripple Effect Project. I'm trying to multitask, and that's why my brain stopped for a second there. But Malika, do you want to give us a little preview of what's gonna be happening with your cooking demo, your salad recipe tonight?
Yes. So tonight I will be sharing one of my signature slash favorite recipes with you guys. I will welcome all of you into my home and I will share a salad that I actually made when I was a freshman in college. And you guys are going to love it. It is filled with vitamins and nutrients. If you have a weak immune system, this is definitely going to help build that immune system. And even if you don't have a weak immune system, this salad is going to be so delicious. You are going to incorporate it in your salad routine. Whether you eat salads weekly, daily, monthly, what have you, this is going to be your go-to salad. And you can also customize it and make it your own. So I'm really excited to share my favorite salad with you guys and welcome you into my home tonight.
I'm so excited. It's such a great summery kind of thing to do, to hang out and get to do that. Okay, so when you show up to the cooking demo, you'll get the recipe then. So bring a pen and paper and be able to take down the recipe as we go. And if you do a donation, we'll make sure that you get the recipe afterwards. And again, the donation's $5 or more. We're partnering with Plant for the Planet Philippines as part of our climate justice initiative, so that because the Philippines is one of the countries that is most at risk and experiencing the impacts of climate, and so we are helping plant trees with Plant for the Planet. So every donation, you'll get a tree planted. You'll get entered to win this $100 prize if you do it this week, and you'll get to hang out with us and see Malika's cooking demo. So, Malika, I wanted to ask you a little bit. So, one of the things that we're doing, the big reason that we're doing this whole fundraiser is to promote for Green Team Academy to promote the International Climate Action Challenge. And I want to feature a challenger every Tuesday on our podcast. And you're one of our challengers. And you signed up wearing 3 different hats. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here for a second. Share the screen. This will look kind of crazy for a second only. And there we go. So with each of our challengers, our top challengers, what we do is during that 90-day challenge, we do the weekly trainings and all this good stuff. And then at the end, our top challengers, we do an interview with, and we write up all the different things that they were able to do and what their experience is, what their advice is, how to contact them, as well as having this great photo gallery. So if you're interested in being part of the Climate Action Challenge, just go to climateactionchallenge.net. You need to apply by August 1st. We do have scholarships, so everybody can participate. But so let me get back here. So Malika, let me stop sharing that. Do you want to say a little bit about the Climate Action Challenge experience, what that was like for you? And I think that you might be thinking of doing it again in 2021, just for people who haven't experienced it.
Yes. So it was an amazing experience working with Joan and the International Climate Action Challenge. Really helped me get an international network. So just having that support system globally, like that community, that if I had a question or if they needed help with something, I was always there. I was also a mentor. So outside of being a challenger, I was a mentor. So some people did reach out to me because I am the queen of all things community cleanups. And I've learned a lot throughout the years of organizing and participating in community cleanups. So I was really happy to be able to share my knowledge with other challengers who reached out to me that don't even live in my country. So that was amazing to be able to just help and guide throughout that process. And it really helps you stay accountable. Having a timeline, having a roadmap, because keep in mind, you watch the videos, so you get the training that you need. But outside of getting the training that you need, you also have a strong support system internationally. So just having that input from like-minded individuals around the world, I feel is a priceless experience because you can't be what you can't see, and you don't know what you don't know. So having just different voices and outlooks globally really, really helped with my initiatives personally because I was able to think on a global scale versus a local scale. Although I do like to think global and act local, it is beautiful when I get to do stuff internationally. And it really warms my heart to see the faces of the communities that I touch. So it's a great experience. If you haven't already, sign up now, register now. And like Joan said, spoiler alert, you guys will be seeing me back again this year. So if you have any questions, you need help, I will be here to help you guys throughout the process, working with Joan again and all of the beautiful International Climate Action Challenge challengers and mentors.
That was a great introduction. And yeah, it is amazing because I know that for your climate reality chapter, you now have members from around the world that aren't necessarily just in Newark, Delaware, but it's like, wait, like Victoria, I can help with photojournalism, and Darwin and Jim. And so I think what I was amazed about was how people were able to help each other. Like I remember you talking with some of the teams in Colombia and in Zambia about, oh, if you're going to do a cleanup, here's some tips, some things that you can know to do. And so, Malika, do you want to talk? I know that you had, gosh, you had so many different initiatives that we had a hard time figuring out, okay, which ones are we going to profile? But you had your Elite Miss Delaware initiatives. You had the Climate Reality chapter of the Newark, Delaware chapter. And you had your nonprofit, which is what we're fundraising for here today, which is the Global Ripple Effect Project. Do you want to start by explaining what the nonprofit is? And then, because we're sharing any funds that come in this week, we're sharing 50-50 with Malika, everything that after all the, processing fees and whatever, and our tree plantings, that we will be sharing that with Malika. So yeah, please give us a little intro about what the Global Ripple Effect Project is, and then talk about some of your initiatives.
Thank you. So I'll try to keep it brief because I love talking about my nonprofit and I could talk for days. So my Global Ripple Effect Project, INC, has an eco-education program where we teach people globally how to live an eco-friendly, healthy, and sustainable lifestyle filled with kindness. We do have our 7 R's. We incorporate unity throughout communities globally. So we will teach people how to plant trees, even if it's virtually or in person. We teach people how to organize their own cleanups and help them have access to community cleanups. Last weekend, we went to a food desert and we handed out free fresh fruits and vegetables to all of the members in the community who came up. It was such a beautiful experience. The weekend before that, we planted trees in a under-resourced community to help offset, the air pollution. So we do a lot of, sustainability, and not just in one community. We focus on the communities throughout the beautiful first state of Delaware. So if you guys need help, it doesn't matter where you live, make sure that you reach out to me. Our next event, we are working with, we create an urban garden, so we'll be working with members from the community at the food desert we visited last weekend. And we're going to teach them how to plant their own fruits and vegetables. So they'll be able to grow their own fresh fruits and vegetables, harvest them. This is 100% free to the community, so they won't have to worry about trying to catch a bus or get to a supermarket to get food. They will actually have access to fresh fruit and vegetables in their own backyard. So we are really excited. And every attendee will go home with at-home garden kit as well. So they'll have their garden that we will work with them on creating, but then they'll also have their at-home garden. So they'll get two for the price of one. And while we're doing that, they're going to have our workshop learning about healthy foods and what food has vitamins and vegetables and the nutrients that you need. So it's really, really a beautiful thing just to be able to bring it full circle, learning about nutrition, but also having access to fresh fruits and vegetables as well.
That's so amazing. And, I love this whole thing about just do what you can where you are. And you're doing this, seeing, okay, here's a community. They don't have the resources. Let's see what we can do, partnering with them to bring those resources and let them do whatever they want, grow whatever food they want, but just kind of being that conduit, finding resources. And that's what we're doing today is, so Malika's organization and ours as nonprofits, we're like Colorado Public Radio or NPR. We count on you for our support. When I first started, I thought, okay, well, maybe we'll serve big corporations or something that have money, but it's like that's not where my heart is. That's not where Malika's heart is where we want to go to the people who have the least amount of resources and provide those services and be on the ground, working with them. So any support that you want to offer this week, we appreciate it, and it will go to things like the Climate Action Challenge and to Malika's efforts. So Malika, tell us about what was the idea with the eco-friendly COVID kit? I thought that was a really neat thing. We saw this happen a lot during the challenge where people started with one idea and then just stuff happened. So during the challenge, our top 29 teams planted 43,000 trees, started 55 gardens, 2 urban farms, a bunch of other stuff, and delivered 3,000 eco-friendly COVID kits. And that was you. So do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
at many nonprofits here in my state. However, during the pandemic, everything was closed, but we still had people that were homeless. We still had people throughout my state that didn't have access to PPE. And so it was like, I get it. We want to get through this pandemic together, but the only way to get through this pandemic together is to work together to help our most vulnerable, to go to these frontline communities and actually provide them with COVID kits. And I didn't see anyone doing that. It doesn't mean that they weren't. It just means I didn't see it. And as a vegan and, someone that tries to live a sustainable lifestyle, I was like, how can I do this but still reduce waste and be eco-friendly? So I reached out to my Newcastle County president and I was like, this is the idea that I have and I need help. There is no shame in asking for help. If there are resources in your community, in your state, in your country, reach out to someone that is in charge of those resources and make sure that you get them so you can give the people that need them access to them. And that's exactly what I did. After having, I don't even think I had to speak longer than a minute. I stated the problem, I stated what I needed. Right away, I had access to the reusable mask. And then I just repurpose, like here, I save my boxes. I don't know about you guys, but like when I get little boxes, I save them. So I had some boxes from my vegan protein powders. So I put my reusable mask in there. I was able to get like a lot of eco-friendly hand sanitizer. And so I brought these little squirt bottles, cleaned them up, and sanitize them. And then I put my eco-friendly hand sanitizer inside there. I had a little bag in there filled with vegan snacks, like vegan granola bars, vegan protein bars, and just other vegan treats. And I put them all either in a bag or a box because I didn't get funding for them. So I had to use what I had for the communities that I served. And by just doing those little things, I was able to hand out 3,000 eco-friendly COVID kits. I made them myself, and it was just so beautiful. My mom helped out, and it was just so great to welcome my mom into this experience with me and see the people's face to face like that we touch. So it was a great experience. Everyone throughout my state appreciated it, and we were actually in the news. Uh, so make sure you go over to Elite Miss Delaware on Facebook and Instagram. Scroll down, you'll see the clip. We were on the news. We collaborated with a women's homeless shelter. So we were able to provide an eco-friendly and sustainable Christmas for all of the single mothers and their children. And part of the gifts that we gave included the eco-friendly COVID kits.
I'm just finding that link to put into the chat for your Instagram so that we have that there. That is so cool. And yeah, and so this is the whole thing that we're talking about is that there's a lot of environmental education out there where people go out and they say, this is what's happening. Penguins are dying, coral reefs are dying, and the climate is changing. And really, most people already know that. They have tried different things, like they've tried signing up for big organizations or getting trainings. And what most people don't realize is that just what Malika did is that if you have a small team and you start forming these relationships and talking to your city council people and going to different organizations and figuring out how you can partner with the homeless shelter, the women's shelter, that all of this partnering, and these are things that I didn't know when I started doing this work. I don't know, I called the city or something. I didn't know. Start a team, get partners, and this is what we teach you during the Climate Action Challenge. And Malika has just taken off doing that with no stops whatsoever. And the thing is, once you get a little bit of it going, I think you move a lot faster. I think that's the experience you had too with your county.
Yeah, that is the experience that I had. And it was just so beautiful because I went from, oh, I want to do this, but will I get help to if you build it, we will help. Literally. My Newcastle County president, I started out as Elite Miss Delaware Earth, and she saw all of the beautiful things I was doing in our community and globally. And she's like, you should start a nonprofit. And I was like, fun fact, I always wanted to start a nonprofit, but I'm nervous. And like I said, when the pandemic came, everywhere I volunteered was shut down and people still needed help. So I was like, be the solution. So I became the solution. I saw a problem, I saw the need, and I was like, enough is enough. I'm going to do it right now. Like, I'm not going to sit back and just watch as people don't have access to essential items. Like, this makes zero sense. So I took my savings and I was like, here we go again, guys. I'm just going to fund this project and, put positive energy in the universe. And I really did. I really received help. And it was just a beautiful feeling to have the support of not just members of my community, elected officials, but people around the world. And even you, Joan, like even you like supported me. And it was just like so beautiful. Like strangers were coming together and they were believing in my projects. And that is just a priceless feeling. And once you get your first win, it just gives you that momentum, that confidence. And you're like, why stop now? I could do more. I can help more people. And here we are, 2021. And I've even worked in Zambia. I've donated to their tree planting project. So we partnered with them on that. And it's just so beautiful to be able to connect internationally, but know that you helped another community around the world have access to clean air, clean water. Like these are priceless things, but they're also essential to our survival. Clean air and clean water is a human right that we should all have access to. Yet here we are, 2021, still fighting for it. So it's just a beautiful feeling when you're able to be a part of the solution and inspire others to be the change that they wish to see.
Exactly. Well, you can tell why Malika and I resonate because we're speaking the exact same language, and that's one of the things that when I always talk about how I wasted decades being ineffective, and it's not because I wasn't passionate, I wasn't dedicated, I wasn't committed. I just didn't know what to do, and this idea of getting partners and working together, it makes things so much easier to make stuff happen, and just like really crazy beautiful stuff like that, like being able to partner with Darwin, who also came through the challenge and started Earth Guardian Zambia. And I know that in some of the stuff that you were doing, that you were able to get grants for some of the things. And I think that's one thing that I'm not sure if people really understand is that for a lot of us that start these things, we do self-fund, and we use our own savings and do as much as we can. But then there's a point where it's like, okay, well, if we want to do more and we want to go bigger, that we need to kind of trust that the people that care about the same kinds of things will find us and will support us. And just like Malika was saying, like Darwin wants to plant 10,000 trees in Zambia. It may or may not be easy for you to plant trees, but you can support someone else. And so like the Plant for the Planet, which we chose them because they were started by a 10-year-old, and our Wild and Scenic Film Festival is featuring youth and BIPOC stories. And it is just like, it's gonna be so cool. We're finalizing the film selection, so we can't say exactly what's in there yet, but we're gonna have 7 or 8 short films in this 2 hour of all these youth, Black, Indigenous, people of color, just coming together, seeing, hey, this is a problem. I think, just like Malika said, it doesn't make sense that people didn't have what they needed. We should be able to address that in 2021. So remember to definitely head back here to Green Team Academy Facebook Live, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm having to mute one or other of our mics to reduce our feedback. So Malika, take it away. Anything else that you wanted to add as we're kind of wrapping up here?
Like Joan said, make sure you come back 6:30 Mountain Time, 8:30 Eastern Time, because you guys are going to be in for an amazing treat. There possibly may be some surprises. I don't know, maybe I can pull out that sash and crown. You guys know I love music, so you might see a little dancing happening today. I don't know. Whatever the mood strikes, who knows? Just make sure you tune in. It's going to be a great time. You guys are going to learn a lot. You know, I always have my bamboo products, so you're going to see some really cool bamboo products today. Tune in. I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to meet you. Make sure that you're active in the chat. If you have any questions, I will answer them either after the broadcast or you can shoot me an email. I'm always available to answer any questions you guys have. And I can't wait to see you in the International Climate Action Challenge.
Yay. Awesome. And so we put all the links there for the Facebook event, for if you want to donate. And really, if you donate $5, that can kind of get it going for somebody else. So don't be shy. Don't be thinking, oh, I really want to donate 100, but I can't. Anything that you do, that means it's $3 for the tree for plant for the planet. So even if you do $5, that means that you planted a tree today, which is a super cool way to start your day, coming back. So thank you so much, Malika, for hanging out, and we will be back here to find out what the ingredients are in this salad. And it's the perfect way to be starting the summer, which I think after Memorial Day, it's like this is the start of the summer. So super cool. All right, thanks so much, Malika.
Thanks for having me. Always
Okay.
great hanging out with you. Bye,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you. Okay, bye.